Hello, I have a number of topics I'd like to discuss with you today. In the last 6 months, we have seen 4 vehicle pursuits resulting in traffic collisions where innocent bystanders were killed or seriously injured. While we cannot dictate the behavior of those fleeing from us, our decision to initiate a pursuit, as well as the tactics during the course of a pursuit, are entirely within our control. Of critical importance is to remember the balance test each time you initiate a pursuit, as well as your decision to continue in a pursuit. Ask yourself and your partner about the seriousness of the crime that's been committed and whether public safety factors, such as the speed of the suspect, the time of day, vehicle and pedestrian traffic, and roadway conditions warrant continuing the pursuit or discontinuing. My expectation is that we're using tracking whenever possible and creating distance from the vehicle being pursued. Tracking is a great tool to mitigate the risks to all parties involved and is expected. Important to remember is if tracking does not have the desired effect of slowing the person down, and the conditions continue to pose an unreasonable risk to public safety, it is our expectation that you can discontinue the pursuit in order to protect innocent lives. Also critical is that in any pursuit, the proactive involvement of field supervision as well as the watch commander is expected in evaluating the decision to initiate a pursuit as well as whether the pursuit should be discontinued. Another topic of discussion for this month's message is the aggressive use of gun violence restraining orders. These orders should be pursued by officers in the field who encounter individuals suffering from a mental health crisis, individuals who are a danger to themselves and others, or simply someone who is exhibiting violent behavior from having access to guns, ammunition, or magazines. This order should be telephonically requested through an on-call judge. The exhibited behaviors do not need to amount to a crime for the order to be requested and approved. The process for requesting is similar to that of an emergency protective order and can prohibit an individual from having access to guns for up to 21 days, including the ability to go out and buy a gun. Following a court hearing, this temporary emergency order can become a permanent one, lasting anywhere between 1 to 5 years. All geographic areas have now been assigned a gun violence restraining order coordinator to assist with any questions you may have. Furthermore, the City Attorney's Office and the Department's gun violence restraining order coordinator has been conducting roll call training for officers and will continue to do so in the coming months. Uniform officers, field supervisors, and watch commanders are expected to evaluate whether the circumstances of a radio call or other investigation meets the circumstances I briefly discussed, and they're to initiate a request for the issuance of a gun violence restraining order. I urge all of you to take advantage of this tool as another way to combat gun violence. Our next topic is the Mental Evaluation Unit. They're available 24 hours a day, as is our SMART teams, which are deployed across the city. Each are available for advice, and SMART teams are available to respond to calls where an individual has mental illness and one of the following: the subject is violent, the subject is armed with a weapon, and the public is at risk. The call is a welfare check that involves mental illness. The subject has possibly committed a criminal act due to mental illness, or the subject's behavior is a high risk, such as threatening to jump from a raised platform or is barricaded, or any other critical incident where SMART may assist with de-escalation. Those with mental illness are among the most vulnerable populations we serve and often pose the most challenging and difficult circumstances for you to navigate. The Mental Evaluation Unit is also available by telephone 24 hours a day for advice and can ensure resources and support are made available to the individuals as well as family members and others involved. This reduces the risk of harm to you as well as potentially eliminating the need for police should they experience a mental health crisis in the future. Finally, as we come into March of 2023, we're continuing to see reductions in a number of our crime categories, including homicides, shooting victims, and other gun violence. These reductions are the result of your continued hard work and dedication. Whether in patrol, gang units, detectives, or specialized divisions, I see evidence of your efforts every single day. I'm proud of each of you in your respective assignments and hear countless accolades of support and encouragement from communities across the city. Your work matters and is making this city a safer place to live and enjoy. Take care of each other, and may God bless you and keep you safe.